What's up, everybody? Welcome back to This or Therapy. I am your host, Chris Mack, and today's topic we're going to talk about positive affirmations. Before we get into it, go ahead and like, subscribe. You're already watching the video, like and subscribe. Let's get it going. So, when I talk about positive affirmations, I don't mean like the fake big up in yourself, but actually talking positive about yourself. Because here's the thing, we have been conditioned, I think, socially to kind of downplay our accomplishments, downplay our physical features, downplay anything that's positive about us to seem humble, to seem likable. However, that is a way to appeal to an audience. Maybe it's people, if they, you think that they may seem intimidated by you and things of that nature, but we shouldn't do that, because Bruce Lee says that words are energy. Words are energy. And when you talk negatively about yourself, you put that negative energy into your body, into your mind, right? Now, I know you're saying, well, you're not Bruce Lee. Yeah, I'm not Bruce Lee, but here's the thing. He was a great man. He accomplished a lot. He is still talked about to this day, and he died in the 60s or 70s, excuse me. So maybe that says something, right? We're still talking about this man to this day. We're still quoting him. We're still comparing other martial artists to him. We're still comparing action stars to him. He's still a foundation in our world, in our society. So maybe he probably knows what he's talking about when it comes to topics of being positive about yourself. And that's something that we have to work on, right? Because like I said, we've conditioned ourselves socially to be humble, right? And when I say big up yourself, you don't gotta walk around like, it don't stink. We all shit and it stinks, right? We know that. But we shouldn't be downplaying anything. We shouldn't be talking negatively about ourselves. We shouldn't be like, oh, I'm stupid. Oh, that was dumb of me. Oh, things of that nature. Like we do something, like we mess up, we spill something, we call ourselves stupid or dumb, something like that. Or, we talk about, hey, you look in the mirror and say, oh, I'm kind of ugly. No, there's a difference between self-awareness and then self-deprecation. And I think a lot of us try to be humble, but we're also self-deprecating because we kind of want that confirmation from other people, right? And when we don't get that, that kind of breeds those negative thoughts into reality, right? Because if I say, oh, I'm ugly, and nobody's like, oh, you're not ugly, and I'm looking for their validation, well then, if they're just agree with me and they're just laugh, well, it kind of affirms that I'm ugly. And it affirms that in my mind that I'm ugly, right? And then you start looking at other things, right? Am I ugly physically? Am I ugly mentally? Am I ugly emotionally? Things of that nature, right? So there's a difference between being a self-aware person and being a negative person. And I think that the distinct difference between that is really how you view yourself, how you talk about yourself, right? If you're always talking positively about yourself, well, then you're gonna start feeling that energy in you, and you're gonna be able to perform and act accordingly. You're gonna be able to keep promises and stuff like that to yourself. Like for me, I try to keep promises to myself, to take out certain habits and take out certain negative things in my life. But at the same token, when I don't accomplish that, when I don't keep that promise to myself, I start beating myself up. I start, talking about how I ain't, I'm not man enough, I'm not disciplined enough, I'm trash, all these things, right? You start saying all this negative stuff, and then you start feeling that inner guilt and things of that nature, and then you just fall off the wagon even more, right? Like think about a person who has, an addiction, like to alcohol or drugs, right? They know that they have it. You think that they don't know? They know. They're aware. They may be in denial when they talk to other people or when somebody confronts them, but they know that they have an addiction. And guess what? Every time that they fall into that addiction and when they give into it, they beat themselves up. They start talking negatively about themselves. They start, putting this negative energy into their bodies, which in fact feeds the addiction, because what happens is when you start saying negative, well, I'm a piece of garbage, I ain't nothing anyway, might as well XYZ. Might as well do the thing that is hurting me anyway, right? Because I ain't nothing. No one cares, right? So that's why I'm not saying that everybody, I think people in general have an addiction. I think everybody's addicted to something in a sense. Some of it's dangerous, some of it's, not going to really affect your life in other ways. But I do think that we're all addicted to self-deprecation. I think we all like to do it. We think it's funny. We think it's a way to humble us. We think it's a way to like connect with people, but you don't have to do that. So my message for today is to just always big up yourself. All right. Anytime you have a negative thought about yourself, shove it to a side and think of something positive to say about yourself. Right. You spill something. Don't say, "Oh, what an idiot." Be like, "Hey, at least you know what I mean? Like find the positive about your life. You know what I mean? Like I didn't drop it on my toe. I dropped it on the ground. Hey, good on me for protecting myself." Things of that nature, right? Something of that. Wake up in the morning, look yourself in the mirror and say positive things. Try to say 5 positive things about you every day in the mirror when you wake up. 5 positive things. I guarantee you there's something in there and it's going to change the way you look at the world. Like I've even started trying to do that myself. Just recently, like honestly, the last few days I've been doing that, looking in the mirror, trying to say positive things about myself. So it's a habit that's, gonna take a long time to form, because if you think about it, you've probably been speaking negatively about yourself almost your entire life, probably since you were a kid. So, if you're at my age, you've already lived like almost half your life. You got to start that, start the habit now, saying something positive about yourself. I guarantee you, your days are gonna be better, your weeks are gonna get better, your months, so on and so forth. So that's it for today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you have tried this, big up in yourself, staying positive about yourself, talking positive about yourself at all times. Let me know how it's worked out for you. If you have tried it and it didn't work out, let me know. I'm very curious to see if there's an opposite effect. This is kind of a trial and error thing, so you never know. All right, guys. Again, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Peace.